This guy.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
How's your day?
Yeah, it's a good day, man. Last Saturday of the month. No, is it? No, it's not. It's not the last.
No, we got one more.
Got one more. Right. It's 5 Saturdays this month. My bad. We got one more.
Somebody gonna get paid twice this month.
Yeah, absolutely. I need the receipts. Yes, I need the receipts.
That's when you get paid that second time, you don't have to pay them taxes.
Oh, man. But you heard what Barack said. Don't boo, vote.
I actually been taking a little bit of a hands-off approach, which is quite not like me. But I'm excited about this because this is going to be crazy. It ain't even that crazy for me. I do my best politics, but it's about to be
crazy. Yeah. I see you done started already. Go Lions. Boy,
good morning, Mr. Harris. Thank you for that.
He started already. Go Lions. You know what? That's better. That's better than Go Blue. So I take that over Go Blue.
We're gonna either way. You know, it's good for him. We might not be exactly thrilled with it. Good for him. All right. It is August 24, 2024, Saturday. See, you got your White Sox jersey on.
Absolutely. It's over with.
You running back to Bo Jackson?
No, this is Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan.
Okay. Number 45. Michael Jordan.
I thought that would have been the Birmingham Barons.
Nah, man. Michael Jordan, man. Many nights I performed like Mike. Anyone, Tyson, Jordan, Jackson, action.
Okay. All right, thank you, Mr. Harris. Let's see.
Oh boy, what did you do to the pitcher, man?
He dropped me out.
Oh, he cut you out? Okay.
Because I'm trying to fix the microphone.
Oh, this guy, man.
Is it better now, Marcus? Steven, is it better?
Oh boy, what did you do to the pitcher, man?
It was working well until when the show started.
Oh, he cut you out. Okay.
How about?
Boy, Mr. Harris, Tiger sweep the weekend. No. You're going to lose to the sorriest team that's out here. No. You know I ain't got nothing but respect for you, Mr. Harris. No. Mr. Harris, Tiger sweep the weekend. No. You're going to lose to the sorriest team that's out here. No. You know I ain't got nothing but respect for you. No.
And we'll start acting up today. We're going to get there.
Right.
The internet gremlins jumped on us really good.
I'm having fun with my man Steve Harris. Kill that background. That's Mr. Harris. I agree with you, but I have to disagree with you. You might split. Did they even win last night?
They won last night 5-2.
They won who?
5-2.
Oh, okay. 5-2. Okay. Yeah, you're gonna lose today. You might win Sunday, but the bigger picture is, what are y'all gonna do with that Baez character? That guy's getting, man, that's terrible. Terrible. Like for real terrible.
Yeah, that's something that the front office want to make a decision on. I'd agree with you on that.
Man.
All right, I'm gonna drop out and come right back. Hopefully we can get this thing to work.
All right.
All right. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I get.
All right. Well, we're a little behind, but that's all right. I do apologize to everybody out there. The internet gremlins are a little busy, but the gremlins not going to stop the show. We're going to keep it going. Let me pull my notes back up, and we ready. All right, we're going to go ahead and jump right into it. Topic of the week, the AFC of the NFL. We got the East, the North, and the South. We're going to start by discussing the East. We got the Bills, the Dolphins, the Patriots, and the Jets. As always, who you like to win the conference?
The Bills, the Dolphins, the Jets, the Dolphins, the Fishes.
Dolphins number 1, okay.
Bills number 2, Jets number 3, Patriots number 4.
All right. I like a little different.
Of course you would.
I'm just switching. I'm just switching 1 and 2. Just switching 1 and 2.
So you going with the Bills?
I'm going with the Bills 1. Yep.
And then you have no receiver.
Well, that does remain to be seen because Keon Coleman dropped that pass in end zone. He should have caught.
You have no receiver.
So, but I'm gonna see what happens. I'm gonna go with the Bills at 1, Dolphins at 2.
So we both got New England at 4, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Jets 3, and New England at 4.
That number three do kind of scare me though. I ain't gonna lie.
It can easily be 2, if not 1.
Easily be 1.
If they get that offensive line together, defensively, the coach Salah, he's always been a good defensive coach. So he's that defense kept them in a lot of games last year where they probably shouldn't have been in it at all.
Because if Aaron don't get hurt, they can easily be 1.
Yeah, they can easily be 1, and they believe in Rodgers. I'm not a big Aaron Rodgers fan.
Me neither. Okay, see, we agree. All right, there we go. Yeah. No,
but
I'm not neither.
He's a great competitor, and he plays hard. So it's hard not to knock a guy like that, even though he's a like Cameo say,
this guy. That's why we had the internet grumblings, because of stuff like that right there. This is why. This is why Barack said, "Don't boo, vote." This is why. This is.
Honestly, we've been talking about this for the last 2 years. Buffalo's windows closed, and every time we say that, they still did. They went pretty good into the playoffs last year. The Dolphins probably should have went a little bit further. Have you seen the picture of how they put the split screen of the Dolphins coach? How he first came in there. Well, yes, we're going to do our best, and we're going to play well. And this year, he was like, "Yeah, what's happening, everybody? What's happening? Yeah, rock star." I'm like, I kind of say this, but I'm jokingly, but this is serious. I'm worried that he might be on the sauce again because he had a problem with the sauce. He had to take a leave of absence a few years back because of the fact that his love for the grape got a little bit too big for him. And I understand. No, seriously, no, I'm serious.
Right, that's what I'm saying. What you lost me? What do you mean?
The head coach of the Dolphins. If you look at him first year, as you look at him now, he looked like what's that guy that with Vegas all that money? He looked like him. He's had a little bit too much fun at the bar, and that's what he looked like. That's kind of how he is. I'm not trying to be mean.
The coach for the Dolphins. I thought you were talking about Robert Salas. Okay.
No, not Salah, not Salah. He's a Michigan guy, from Dearborn. So shout out to that community. I know they're really proud of him. But Jets really could. They can easily go from 3-1.
Man, they go from 3-1. Absolutely.
I am worried about the Dolphins.
If he stays healthy and upright, them receivers gonna play for him. So I mean, he don't have no bad receiving core neither. So it's just the offensive line is trash. If they're able to get to him, and then you got to think he can't. We don't know how good that Achilles is. Is he gonna be? Is he gonna be able to elude the rush, evade the rush? He never was much of a evader out the pocket. So
two steps and slide to his right, slide to his left, and sling it sidearm. Yeah, that's always been him. Yep. So, and the Patriots starting with a rookie coach, rookie quarterback. So they're gonna take a few lumps this year. They have not been able.
Well, you might as well kept Bill.
At some point, you got to cut the fat, and
Yeah, for Jared Mayo though,
it was to the point where they was he couldn't do no better. The new coach they got in there, he ain't gonna do no worse than what Bill was doing. Bill was at the point where
they won like 5 games with Bill.
Yeah.
So you telling me Jared gonna win more than 5?
No, that's not what I'm saying. He can't do no worse. Is what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
So at some point you're gonna have to go ahead and cut your losses, and and so it was that point. So it's time for Bill to go ahead and go to the NFL Network or wherever you're gonna go and commentate. And I'm still tripping on who they chose as a coach. I'm not saying Jared Mayo is a bad coach. We just never knew that he was a coach. They never. It was like out of the blue. Jared Mayo's new coach. For real?
Yeah, right.
You sure that's what you wanted to be? And okay, if you say so, we gonna believe in you. And so looking at them in the preseason, they don't look that great. So we gonna see. We're gonna see. They're 0-2 right now, if I remember correctly, in the preseason. This weekend starts the last week of games, and the 27th is the cut down date for the 53-man roster. Yep. Let's move into the North, the toughest division in all of football. You got the Ravens, the Bengals, the Browns, and the Steelers. The Steelers find a way every year. They find a way. All right, let's run it down. Who you got?
The Ravens, the Bengals, the Browns, and the Steelers.
Ravens.
I'm gonna leave it just like you said it. The Ravens, the Bengals, the Ravens, the Bengals, the Browns, and the Steelers. Yeah, the Steelers ain't doing nothing, man. I'm kind of hurt that I even got Russ jersey. I don't even know why I did that one.
Well, I knew to me when they brought Russ in, I was like, ooh, they're gonna just hand the ball off. And they're gonna run some screens. They're gonna hand the ball off, they're gonna run some misdirection, and they're gonna run some screens. Then they brought in Justin Fields. I said, "Oh, Justin Fields is going to be the starter by the time the break comes. By the time they get to the bye week, Justin Fields might be the starter by day one. By the time September 4th or whatever it is, their first game, he might be running the show."
This is what I took from that. I've been telling y'all from the time we aired 4 years ago to now, Russell Wilson is trash. My man just shielded him. The coach that used to coach the Seahawks. They used to coach Pete Carroll. They used to coach SC. Pete Carroll just shielded him. And we thought that Russell was this genius under center. No, Russell was trash. And it's showing now. Pete Carroll was the one who shielded him. If you look at every quarterback Pete Carroll has had, have they really developed in the NFL? Matt Leinart, bust. Mark Sanchez, bust. Russell Wilson, bust. Every quarterback he has had is trash.
Well, we really can't say they're trash because they've had some good successes. He won a national championship. He won a Super Bowl. He get enough out of them to get where he need to be. So you can't say trash.
On the college level. On the college level.
And the pro, he won a Super Bowl and should have won another one had he just handed the ball off.
No, because we don't know if Marshawn Lynch would have got in. New England defense wasn't suspect by far.
There was not.
We don't know if that play would have worked or not.
Honestly, if he'd handed the ball off going left, he had a better chance than throwing that pass. As soon as I saw him drop back through that pass, I'm yelling, no.
What I'm saying is their linebacker core was intact. Their secondary, my man picked him off. But what I'm saying is, who's to say Marshawn Lynch would have got in? We not for sure of that. Because once again,
I agree with you. I still think they should have ran the ball on that play.
Pete Carroll shielded them, man. And then think about it, because you brought it up. He's not one of the great geniuses on the sideline. You remember 4th and 1 against Texas in the Rose Bowl? Mm-hmm. He took Reggie Bush out and he lined up Lindell White and gave it 4th and 1. Season over. He's not. Come on, man. We gonna put on.
Okay, so you can say he's had a history of doing that. He did it in the national championship game, and he did it in the Super Bowl.
And he did it in the Super Bowl. As far as them, the first one they won when they beat Peyton Manning, them like 37-7 or whatever.
That's because they had that defense.
Nah, they were scared. Okay, rest in peace to Demaryius Thomas. They seen Demaryius Thomas get hit. They was like, I'm not catching nothing else. They got scared. That's all they were saying.
Seattle's defense.
The defense, the defense only
consisted of 2 people. They sent the ball out the end zone on the first season of the game.
The defense only consisted of 2 people. The linebacker on each other side. Sherman was trash. He doo-doo, garbage. I was good on him anyway.
Same thing would happen to Sherman. Same thing has happened to Russell Wilson now. Over time, Father Time is undefeated. That's the best way to put it. Russell Wilson was good when he needed to be for the time he was one of the best quarterbacks. But as time going to wear you down, he's at the point now where he needs to be able to say, hey, I'm satisfied being the backup. I'm going to teach this this young kid, I'm going to mentor him. I'm going to be okay with this $1.5 million I'm making from Pittsburgh and this $37 million I'm making from Denver, and going to the sunset next year. Going and go on tour with Sierra, when the season's over. That would be my advice on Russell Wilson.
Start filling out the retirement papers. That would be my advice to Russell Wilson.
That's what I'm saying. At the end of the season, go ahead and go and retire.
Help Sierra raise some of them kids. That's what I'm saying.
Exactly. That's exactly what I'm saying. At the end of this, mentor Justin Fields for the rest of this season. Mentor him all the rest of the season. Get him prepared moving forward. Hey, kid, I got you. I understand it's my time. It's not where it is now. I'm going to back you up. That's what it is. I'm still very competitive. So I'm going to compete with you every day. And at the end of the season, I'm going to go ahead and turn my paperwork in. And I'm going to hit the road, and we're going to have our own traveling van. I'm going to homeschool these kids on the road, and we're going to be okay. So we that's something else we're agreeing on today. We're agreeing that this Russell Wilson's swan song is probably going to be this season. All right, let's see here. Let me give my predictions. Oh, man. I'm going to go Baltimore 2. I'm going to go Bengals 1. I'm going to go Cleveland 4. I'm going to go Cleveland 4, and I'm going to go Pittsburgh 3. Reason why I got to go with Pittsburgh 3, they found a way to win. The coach, whatever it is, if he got an agreement with the devil, he got a homily with Jesus, one or the other. I don't know which one it is, but he found a way to win. You see how they played throughout the inconsistent, make the playoffs, got to the playoffs. What they do? They pooped the bed, but they got there. And he's consistent.
I'm not believing in Mike Tomlin. I'm not a Mike Tomlin fan. I don't like Mike Tomlin. Never will like Mike Tomlin. Mike Tomlin can go into the old folks' home for all I care. I never was a fan of Mike Tomlin. Trash. Your time is near too, dog. Your time is near too. They should have got rid of him this year.
It would have been in his best interest to leave until I've left last year. I agree with you I'm not saying he's a bad coach. I think he's a top 5, top 8 coach in the league. But everybody,
no.
When you go every year and he has not had a losing season, you're doing something right.
No.
You definitely doing something right.
You just got the pendulum just swung your way. No, he's not no top. He might be top 12. Not no top 8. Heck, not. No. He better than Green Bay coach. No, he better than
yes.
He better than Green Bay coach.
Yes, Green Bay coach gonna have a Super Bowl. Green Bay coach done he got to the NFC Championship a couple times and haven't gotten over the hump.
He better than Green Bay coach. He better than the 49ers coach. No, he better than Mark. He better than Andy Reid. No. He better than the Eagles coach. No.
Yes. Sirianno, they was about to fire Sirianno. Sirianno was this close to being kicked up out of there.
They was about to fire Sirianno. Then Sirianno got a ring.
Sirianno, what's that? Yeah, Sirianno does have a ring. He do have a ring. But he was almost fired just this past season.
Same thing with this idiot. He should have been fired. That's what you just said. You said he should have quit, right?
I'm not saying fired. I should have said at some point every coach is not going to be. They're not going to listen to you anymore. That doesn't make you a bad coach. But when you somewhere as long as he's been there, sometimes it's best to have a better, go somewhere so they can listen to him. I'd like to see him go to Phoenix.
So you like to see him go to Arizona? Okay, so he doesn't make the playoffs. Should he get his walking papers?
I would say no, because of the fact that he's been so consistent for you. and Pittsburgh isn't the type of organization that just can't get rid of people like that.
Okay.
All right, let's move on to the South. We got the Texans, the Colts, the Jaguars, and the Titans. I want, of course, I always talk about my favorite quarterback with the Jaguars, Mr. Golden Jerry Curl himself is still there.
Trevor Lawrence.
It's something about that kid. When you drill down his record isn't the greatest, but he looked good doing it, boy. He looked good doing it. I guess you can call him the modern day Sunshine from Remember the Titans, because he get out there with that long hair and just bounce around looking like what's his name? Look like Antoine Jobert out there without the Jerry curl. I like that kid. All right. So what's your prediction for the South?
I'm gonna leave it just like you said.
Okay. Texans.
Yeah.
Colts. Jaguars. Titans. All right, I'm gonna go a little different. I'm gonna go Texans 1.
All right.
I'm gonna go Jaguars 2. I'm gonna go Colts 3, and Titans 4. Titans come up. They got a new coach this year. They got a new quarterback. They got a new running back. They kind of starting over. With a new identity. So that's gonna be a work in progress. That's a work in progress. A big old work in progress is what it is. It's a big work in progress. So we're gonna see. Tennessee Titans very proud, very, very, very proud of a program, and but I'm interested to see how things are gonna go. Now that they do have a new coach over there. So the AFC is pretty tough. You got to bring your A game every week, and there is no team over here where you can say, oh, that's a win, except for maybe the Patriots. The
Titans.
The Titans. Yeah, the Titans. And it could be Indianapolis, depending on how well that quarterback plays.
Yeah, my man.
He's been very inconsistent in the
inconsistent. That's the name. That is it. He had that one good drive, and it went toilet water after that.
That's why I got him at 3. That's why I got them at 3. But last year he was doing very well until he got hurt.
Yeah,
we're gonna see. Let's see. I ain't forgot about you over there, Mr. Stephen Harris, with all your good comments. He said that Russ is too old. Russ isn't good. Next week we're gonna do the AFC, Steve. The AFC is next week.
NFC.
NFC. Mike Tomlin does get the best out of his guys. I don't know who this Pablo guy is, but we not accepting that. I don't look like it's kosher. I don't look like it's kosher. So we're gonna leave that alone. That's coming from Twitch. Ted Lasso, you like Ted Lasso. No matter what platform you on, go ahead and say something. Whether you're on Twitter,
Ted Lasso?
Ted Lasso is a like a little comedy on one of the networks. I want to say Prime, where Ted Lasso owns a soccer team. He bought a soccer team, and they bring him back from being a bad team. So I've never actually watched the show, but it's a very, very popular show. So if you're on Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, or LinkedIn, say hello. Speak up. Leave us a message, because this is gonna come right up on here like you can see it right now. And at least just say hello. You don't have to. We would like for you to comment on what we talking about, but if you could just say hello to the people, so we can say hello to you guys back, we really, really, really appreciate it. All right, let's see where we at now. We're gonna talk a little bit of NFL and some college. I forgot last year to put up the poll and ask our usual question: what team on here now won't be there in the fall? And when it's time for the playoffs, we got to go through that real quick. Before we do that, we're gonna talk about the Lions. The Lions are on the cover of Sports Illustrated. They're talking, dare I say the two words, Super Bowl. They got Penei Sewell, they got Goff, and I forget who the other gentleman is on. I want to say Amon-Ra. They got those guys on the
They should have put on there.
Who's that?
You know who they really should have put in that picture?
Jameson Williams.
Nah, Terry Fair.
I almost cuss. I'm gonna get you. Oh, he probably in the background.
I knew you weren't gonna be ready for that one.
I wasn't ready for that. You know that movie where Queen Latifah was getting arrested in the background, and she sent the picture of Steve Martin or the pretty lady in the foreground. That's what they should have did with Terry Fair. Put him in the background.
Man, Terry Fair was okay, man. Look, you took the best player of that. Dude came off a national championship. Terry Fair. Ain't my fault he ain't developed with y'all. He just won a national championship. Terry Fair. It's fair to pick Terry. Man, look, we gonna work on that this year. I'm gonna help you get over it, man. At the end of the day, if you was in that war room with what was his name? I can't think of the guy's name. But if you was in that room and he say, "Hey, Kamau Felix, we gonna go with Terry Fair," I would have said, I get it.
I'm tendering my resignation if you don't want to pick Randy Moss.
He won a national championship. They just beat Florida State. The dude was good. You gonna tell me he wasn't good? He just wasn't. He just didn't fit your system. That's all. He just didn't fit your system.
What I'm saying is you could have had a generational talent. You could have had
Terry Fair. See, even Steve saying it. Andre Ware. That's the same thing equivalent to Terry Fair. Andre Ware won the Heisman.
Yeah, but that's when they were still doing that silly offense out there, running that mouse offense.
Run and shoot. Right. What I'm saying is, okay, he won the Heisman. How many kids play college football and don't win the Heisman? He won the Heisman.
At the time, that was the best pick available because he was running that offense. You thought you were bringing in the best guy to run the offense?
No. You could have took David Klingler out of Houston.
No. David Klingler was out there. Didn't Andre Will come out of Houston?
Yes, he came out. But what I'm saying
is that was a year later.
Right. So you could have he won the Heisman. Okay, your quarterbacks at the time was Andre Ware, Rodney Peete, and Eric Kramer. If you want to be for real, y'all messed up Andre Ware's career. You should have let him go. Because who ended up winning the job? I'll tell you who won the job. Eric Kramer. Eric Kramer took y'all to the game, a game away from the Super Bowl. You almost went to the Super Bowl.
And the next year he's playing for the Bears. Yeah. And I'm still mad about that one. But it's okay. It's
Terry Fair, man. You know what I'm gonna get? That's what I'm gonna get you for Christmas. A Terry Fair Tennessee Vow jersey. I'm gonna make a phone call. I know some people that know some people. You want the white one or you want the orange one?
We're talking about that later. want Randy Moss. I still want Randy Moss. All right. Before we get to the top 25, you were correct, sir. DJ Ungalea. I'm saying this. I'm sorry if I messed up his name. He is at Florida State, and they're saying that he's doing very well down there. Transferring from Oregon State, from the conference that only has 2 teams left in it.
Ain't that something though, man? He started out in the ACC and he back in the ACC. Ain't that something?
I'm not surprised. And he gonna go and try and stump a mud hole in Clemson. I can tell you that right now. This team gonna have his back so bad.
Okay. Is it his fault? Okay, at the time. Now go back and look now. Clemson at the time. Kelly Bryant, Trevor Lawrence, DJ Ungalua. Forgive me for the night. So what was he supposed to? Who was he supposed to play?
His job was when Trevor Lawrence left was to take it over. They kept bringing him in, doing a little wildcat like they would do down in Florida. They was treating him like they was treating like he was the preacher quarterback. What's his name? That went to Denver. They was treating him like that.
Oh, Tim Tebow.
They was Tim Tebow on him.
Okay, let me ask you this. So, if Kelly Bryant never transfers to Missouri, that's what I'm saying. We don't even know if Trevor Lawrence gets the shot, right?
Right.
But what I'm trying to say, if I'm DJ Ungalua, I'm looking at it like, wait a minute. Wow. He just did Kelly Bryant like that. I don't even know if I want to be here. I think I would have voted off of that situation. Yeah,
because going from Clemson to Missouri is not exactly a step up in the game.
No, not at all. Not at all.
So I definitely agree with you.
And then you didn't even give him a ring. You didn't even get Kelly Bryant a ring. So that's why I don't really care too much for him. I don't really care too much for that coach from Clemson because you did him wrong, man. You did Kelly Bryant wrong.
Yeah, he did a lot of players wrong. He did DJ wrong. I don't want to mess up his last name. He did DJ wrong, and that's why he transferred out. But don't forget today they play against Pittsburgh. The Lions play against Pittsburgh in the final game. Pittsburgh right now is 0-2. They're gonna find out. They really gonna find out or not if they're gonna who's gonna be the starter after the day. I'm willing to bet it's gonna be Justin Fields. That's my guess. All right, let's jump really quickly into the top 25 for the college. You got Georgia, Ohio State, Oregon, Texas, Alabama, Ole Miss, Notre Dame, Penn State, Michigan, Florida State, Missouri, Utah, LSU, Clemson, Tennessee, Oklahoma State, Kansas State, Miami, Texas A&M, Arizona, Kansas, Southern California, USC, NC State, and Iowa. In this top 10, Georgia, Ohio State, Oregon, Texas, Alabama, Ole Miss, Notre Dame, Penn State, Michigan, Florida State. It's always a team in there, even in the top 5. In the preseason, you see them there, but at the end of the season, you're not going to see. Who do you think that team is going to be this year?
Michigan, without a doubt. Michigan. There's a dude at work told me they're only going to win 5 games. I was like, 5? He was like, Phil, they're going to win 5 games. It's going to be Michigan.
Okay. All right, let me look at the list again, so I can. I'm gonna say Ole Miss. Quite honestly, I'm gonna say Ole Miss.
You know what? I'm gonna have to disagree because something about we talked about it before. Something about Lane Kiffin. I don't know what it is. I can see them going easily 10-2. Be it for real. They might lose to Tennessee and they might lose to Texas A&M or somebody, but I see them easily going.
They do have a dumb loss. Every year they do have a dumb loss.
The other scary team is number 9, I think, and that's Notre Dame. They don't play nobody. They play nobody. They play Texas A&M. After that, they play nobody.
They play USC, and USC won't be the same
They
team
play nobody.
Yeah, I was saying they're not the same team as they were last year. Of course,
But the scary thing about them, because when you sent me that link, the scary thing about them is they'll go to that SC game maybe 10-1, blow SC out, finish 11-1, go to the playoffs and go home the first weekend.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Manti Te'o all over again.
Yep. Lord.
Man, Teo and Terry Fair should be sharing an apartment together right now.
Honestly, I felt so bad for Matt Tatel.
No, I didn't. I did not. I did not.
I did. We talked about it back then. Were we on the air back then? No, we weren't on air back then. But I felt so bad for him because that was the 80s.
No.
That was all of the cousin know this girl on the east side. Dog, I'll hook you up with her. And you talk on the phone for hours at a time. Never meet this girl. Never meet this girl. And you be in the middle of the night sneaking on the phone. That was what it was back in the day. But not in the 90s.
Like how you feel with Mel Tucker, where you like, I never felt sorry for him. When he was at Notre Dame, remember, Notre Dame went 12-0 that year. They went to play Alabama. I believe Derrick Henry was the running back. They beat Notre Dame so bad, he didn't do nothing. The whole game. I was like, man, this guy is a fraud, dude. Is he even in the league still?
No, he's out. He's out. He got drafted by San Diego, and he's out of the league. I think he got to a second contract, and after that, he left the league.
Man, Tatel was trash, man. And then they got hyped up.
He was actually a solid NFL linebacker.
What?
He was a solid NFL linebacker. He wasn't a great NFL linebacker.
Okay. See you later, love and stuff. I'll see y'all next week. Here you go, man. Man, he was trash, dog. Look, the dislike you have for Terry Fair, that's the dislike I have for Manti Te'o. Manti Te'o was trash.
Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying I don't like Terry Fair. I just don't like the fact that they drafted him instead of
you had no choice. That was okay. Later on today, go back and look. You're gonna say, well, you do got a point. They had no. Who was the other? We had no corners. Dre Bly wasn't there yet. We didn't have Dre Bly yet.
Yeah.
So he took you just said it, the best player available off a national football, off a national championship team. Terry Fair was that guy, man. Look, man.
Okay. All right. Okay. So, okay. You got to agree with me on this. Who got a saying named after him? You got mossed or you got fared?
Okay. In your argument, yes, Moss. The reason why you didn't pick Moss is because of the baggage. That's why. Other than that, you would have had him. You would have had. Do you not realize if Lou Holtz, Bobby Bowden, all of them wouldn't? Can you imagine what Florida State would have been with Randy Moss? Can you imagine what Notre Dame would have been with Randy Moss? The baggage. That's the only thing. The baggage.
I know. He didn't want to go to class. He wanted to smoke the reefers. I get it. Because that was what he was doing. But hey, at the end of the day, much as I don't like it, Minnesota was the best place for him because he had what's his name as the mentor, the receiver.
Ah man, he was so jealous of Randy Moss that didn't make no sense.
And also his brother,
Chris Carter.
His brother was also offensive lineman.
Chris Carter. He was He was so jealous of Randy Moss. He's still jealous of that. He's still jealous of that.
Yeah, I agree. But that's how it goes.
Terry Fair, man. Say it with me on 3. 1, 2, 3. Terry Fair.
Randy Moss.
Hey man, they might. So let me ask you this: if he came to Dallas and had a meet and greet, you could sign all types of memorabilia and all that, you wouldn't go?
For Terry Fair?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Oh man, you're not a diehard sports fan, man. Meet and greet with Terry Fair. I'm there. Terry Fair, man.
I would get like you said, if I had a jersey, I would ask him to sign that. A Tennessee jersey, not no Lions jersey, but Tennessee.
Man, Terry Fair. Okay, so look, you know who had that number 13 after Terry Fair? Now I tell you who had it. Nate Burleson. So there you go.
Yeah.
So who would you rather have, Nate Burleson or Terry Fair? Terry Fair.
Who went to the Pro Bowl? Nate Burleson. Who didn't go to the Pro Bowl? Terry Fair.
Man, you
So
got a lot of bums that go to the Pro Bowl. I don't think you want to even bring that into conclusion.
I take that. I take Nate Burleson.
I'm gonna work on you. I'm gonna work on you with this. By the end of the year, I'm gonna have you a Terry Fair. Terry Fair, man.
I don't know. Go click like, click share, and get the book Grateful Journey Every Day by the one Mr. Marcus Home, the Wiz that lives in Oz, the man in the background, taking care of all the business for us as we continue to talk crazy every week. So we want to thank him. Let's see, we already did the topic of the week, so we on to the preseason. So I forgot to click the thing. We too busy run off at the mouth talking about all the fun stuff that we do. Get on the phone. Text somebody. Pay somebody. Get the two-way out. Let them know that Kamau Felix is acting up again on these internets. Talk about this good old craziness, this crazy thing called sports. We gonna as we run up on the Tigers. Tigers have won 7 out of their last 10. They had a little blip on the schedule. They lost 2 out of 3 to the Cubs down in Chicago. Now they're on the other side of the city.
Where the fat lady at?
Well, the fat lady she's still doing good. She's still circling what she's not at the Dream Cruise.
You know what's so funny? I can actually say this about you and Steve Harris. Y'all gonna go all the way down with the ship. And just go. Can we just say I won? Can we just on 3? 1, 2, 3, you won.
When on the statistics, when they're statistically eliminated, then I would say yes. Until then, not yet. They still in it. They ain't too far from being eliminated now. The E is almost up there on like a couple teams got the E next to their name already.
Over.
A couple teams already got the E next to their name, and so. But if the Tigers get the E next to their name, then I'll concede and I'll be quiet. You won't hear another peep out of me.
You talking about never give up.
The White Sox already got that E. They eliminated. So
understand. And Detroit not too far behind.
Well, Lions. The Tigers 63 and 66. They 3 games under 500. The White Sox are 31 and 98. They having a historically bad season, worse than the one the Tigers had a few years ago.
And watch today, the White Sox. Watch today, the White Sox beat them. Just because I'm wearing this jersey. Watch what I tell you. Watch. Y'all too inconsistent, man. And then my man over here just robbing y'all.
Who? About Harvey Baez? I would have to agree. But I'm not just like they did with Cabrera. I'm paying you. If I'm paying you, you gonna show up every day. You gonna earn this money. I'm not gonna pay you to go away. I ain't got money. I ain't got money like that.
Look at that. Look at what Steve Harris say. Terry Fair never gave up. See, Terry Fair
never gave up too many touchdowns in one season. That's not true. Never gave up.
Terry Fair, man.
I'm glad you spared it that way. PHAIR, because he sure wasn't FAIR. Fair to the Lions fans. We could have had Randy Moss.
Terry Fair was all right, man. I like Terry Fair. I give credit where credit is due. But back to these Detroit Tigers. So okay. Next month, in 7 days, we'll be a day away from September. So if they not over 500, can we just say, I want it? Like,
statistically speaking.
Oh, God. This is why, man. I try. I'm telling you, man, it's over. Get ready for next year. It's over.
Statistically speaking, they still got a chance. But when they put the E up there next to the name, then I will concede, and I will say that you are correct, and okay. I'll do it that way.
Let me ask you this.
We're gonna wait on the hanging chads and floor.
Let me ask you this: since you and Mr. Harris are diehard Tiger fan, if they do get eliminated, they don't make the postseason. Do you clean house?
Well, they've already kind of ratcheted things down a little bit. They took Scooble he's not going to go every start. He's going to go every other start like he was before. So yeah, they've already slowed things down. They've already slowed things down, definitely. So they've already looked in that direction. So so things are things are changing. All right, once again, don't forget to click share platforms, y'all. Twitter, Twitch, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Facebook, of course. Thank you for everybody who was a part of the Facebook group, who come in every week and make comments and look at all the crazy stuff I put up there. I try and put something for everybody up there. All kind of sports talk fans, and within the diaspora. Once again, we're gonna do the women in sports. I'm gonna post that up probably Monday, a women in sports section. So it's a lot of women out there who like sports, and I want to make sure that you are included. And that's why we do exactly what we're doing. We're going to our next section, which is the WNBA post-Olympic break standings. We're going to talk about Caitlin Clark telling Seattle to be quiet and quit crying. So let's see right now. Let's see, what did I do with my standings? I just had my standings. Let me go back. I had it set up. I had it ready. Once again, I got to talk about how the ESPN don't even have the WNBA on their top crawl. They got boxing, MLB, golf, NASCAR, NCAA football, NBA, and the NFL. Let me refresh my screen because I want to give it. They talk about how they do women's sports, but they only had the WNBA up there and they top crawl. MLB, boxing, golf, NASCAR, NCAA football, NFL. You can easily move boxing out of there. Boxing is not going on so strong that they have any top prize fights every week. You have some great games going on in the WNBA, and they're doing these ladies wrong. So they need to do better. ESPN. All right, and right now you got the New York Liberty 25-4, the Connecticut Sun 21-7, Minnesota Lynx 21-8, Seattle Storm 18-10, the Aces 17-11, Mercury 16-14, Indiana Fever 13-15, and Chicago Sky 11-17. Those picks they picked up with Caitlin Clark, where they Fever, where they doing a lot better than Sky 11-17 with the two Twin Towers they drafted. Dream not far behind. They 1 game away from being in the 8th spot. Mystics are 7-22. Dallas Wings are 6-22. And the Sparks are 6-23. Sparks has Rakia Jackson. She out there putting up numbers, but she need a little help. Plus, they did have the one girl that they drafted, but she got hurt. The one who was supposed to play in the 3-on-3 game in the Olympics, but they got hurt. She got hurt. So look for Sparks to make a nice comeback for next year. So it's Sparks. The WNBA is doing well. Last night they had some games. Let's see here. We had Friday. Go back to Friday. We had the Mercury over the Dream, 82-80. We had the Sun over the Sky. We had the Mystics over Sparks, and the Lynx over the Aces. And got some good things going on. We got what's the young lady name? Angel Reese. She's had 2 20-point rebound games back to back, and let's see here. Asia is averaging 20 and 10. There's another young lady doing the same thing. So if you're not paying attention to them, go check these girls out. They're out there playing real good. I don't want to say playing a body position off, body part off, because people might get offended. But they out there playing well. Nafia Collier, she's averaging 20 and 10 this season. So go watch some games. They got some games today. Let's see here in the schedule for the ladies today. There is the Sun and Liberty play, and the Fever and the Minnesota play both this evening. So go check them out. And I guarantee you'll enjoy yourself watching these games. Also, really quickly before we move into our end part of the day, make sure we recognize the League World Series. And the Chinese Taipei plays against Venezuela. in just about a half an hour. And Texas plays against Florida in the USA bracket. That was the international bracket before. They play at 3:30, and the championship game is tomorrow. Something about that Little League World Series. You get up in the afternoon, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, you look up, and that game is on. And they're real competitive. I like them kids. They get out there, and the parents, and it's pretty cool to see. All right, y'all. We coming down the stretch. We got a couple quick little things for Stoopid Sports News. So we're gonna take a quick pause for the cause as we jump into that. All right, the first one we got: Colorado bans reporter from asking Deion Sanders questions. I didn't think that Deion was that sensitive. I know he said he protected his players, he protected his family, but that's what they do. That's their job. He's mad at a reporter that's actually in Denver because he's wrote a couple so-called hit pieces against them, saying that there's guns and all kind of craziness going off in the locker room, saying that Deion made the whole team go support his son rap career. He said that, stuff like that. I understand that Deion would be mad about that. I definitely understand. I understand that he would be upset, but that's their job. He's saying that he can come in, he can talk to everybody but him. He can talk to players, he can talk to coaches, he can, but Deion not going to answer no questions for him. I didn't know that Deion was that stingy. What are your thoughts?
I don't even think it's him being sensitive. I just think he get tired of hearing the same crap. But at the end of the day, you said it in your remarks. That's their job. That's what they get paid to ask questions. But you do get tired of hearing the same question, even though it's worded differently, right? But if you don't have reporters asking questions, then what would be the point of reporters?
Yeah, where I see it, if he's writing these pieces where there's smoke, there might be a little fire, might be a few little embers in there. I don't. Sometimes your sources may give you something a little extra that may not be there, but a good part of it is probably true. And so a lot of people have actually been saying this about Colorado's program and how it's a lot of smoke and mirrors,
right.
And they really worried that if they're actually going to be winning any more games than they did last year. Are they going to be better than 4-8?
I believe they are. Maybe 6-6.
Huh? That remains to be seen. I'm I'll be the first person to admit I'm a Deion fan, and I like the fact that he has supreme confidence in himself and in his team. If he don't believe, nobody else will. But I just think that is kind of outrageous that he would say, "You can't talk to me." That's Fantasia. Don't talk to me.
Oh God! Here you go. And you say, I have a problem because I like Terry Fair. Wow.
Hey, you like Terry Fair? You stir the pot. I have musical references. We all do our thing to make the show go. Yeah. I'm a big Fantasia fan. I love that girl.
I see.
High Point, South Carolina, North Carolina, High Point, North Carolina. Yeah, good old Fantasia Barrino. All right. Alabama has been accused of stealing the kicker from where? Miami of Ohio.
Wow.
Okay. The coach from Miami, Ohio, the other day was giving an interview talking about they lost the kicker. No, we didn't lose him. He down in Alabama. We know exactly where he is. They came up here and stole our kicker. The Miami of Ohio coach was animated. Boy, that was funny. And of course, the board just released a statement. Of course, yeah, he's here. He transferred. We didn't do anything wrong. So, we're going to see what happened with that. Is there actually going to be an investigation? Probably not. We still waiting on to see what NCAA going to do to Central Michigan for old boy being on the sideline. So
yeah, kind of stallions. Yeah.
Connor and speaking of which, he is now the defensive coordinator at Mumford High School.
No, he not, man.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Connor Stallions is now.
Man.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. He is now. I'm gonna pull it up. Connor Stallions.
What?
He is now the defensive coordinator at Mumford High School.
Mumford, you mean the high school, Mumford High School in Detroit?
And Detroit.
No, he not. No, he not, man. I guess when you work for the University of Misdemeanors, you always guaranteed a job. Oh boy, oh boy. Yeah, that's right. Kirk Ferentz in trouble too. Mr. Harris, yeah.
William McMichael, the coach of Detroit's Mumford High School, insisted he wasn't looking for publicity when he offered a position to Connor Stallions, the staffer at the center of the Michigan sign stealing scandal on the central character of the upcoming Netflix documentary. Publicity found him anyway. There he is.
So right now he's
the defensive coordinator right now at Mumford High School.
I went to Southfield, man.
Now I can tell you, normally when that happened, they've been known to send coaches to schools to help recruit kids. They'll send somebody. University of Michigan is a known fact, and I saw it with my own eyes. They will send an alumnus to that school to volunteer coach at that school to help recruit a kid.
Wow.
If I'm lying, I'm flying. I saw it with my own eyes.
The University of Misdemeanors at their best.
I'm not gonna say where it was or who it was, because just saying this alone probably gonna get me some. I'm probably gonna get into an argument with some people, but it's true. And everybody, I just said too much as it is, but trust me, it happens, and it wasn't. It's happened more than once.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Very true. Very, very, very true. All right, young man. We done come down to the home stretch. We will be back next week on the 31st. We'll be back back one more time, and end of the month as we go into the holiday weekend. So and a lot of people are celebrating holiday things this weekend. Be careful out there. Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. Kirk Ferentz he is being accused of what's the word I'm looking for? Recruiting violations. Yeah. McNamara. Yep. Yep. So they I know they always talking about Hamburger Gate. I know that's what you're talking about, Steve. But if Michigan gonna get in trouble for it, then so should he be equal across the board. That's what I say. No one coach or one program is better than the other. Iowa's been a solid program forever. Going to Kennedy Stadium was the toughest place to play in the Big Ten. I'm not even a big house. Going down to Iowa, it's the toughest place to play.
With the pink visiting locker room.
Yeah, and it's hard, and in the fourth quarter when they start waving to the kids at the hospital, it's hard to win down there in Iowa. So yeah, treat them all the same. That's what I say.
Terry Fair. I mean, you said treat them all fair. I just put Terry in front of him. Terry Fair.
Oh Lord, I didn't realize I read into that one. Walk right into that. Boy. All right, we're gonna get out of here, everybody. Don't forget to tune in on Tuesday to see
take your time, man. Take your time.
Let me my notes ran away. I was trying to turn the music on, so let me go back to my notes. All right, next week we got Tuesday night, about I think a little later, 8:30 normally, but 9:30 because of the summer. We got the regular Love and Stuff show. Dr. Valencia Edner, the good Reverend Dr. Valencia Edner. She comes on YouTube on Wednesdays, and we still trying to get Brother Williams come on back. See you next week, sir. Viva los Tigres! Beat the White Sox down in Chicago and on the South Side. They were on the North Side already, so go on to the South Side. All right, Mr. Felix, with the Birmingham Barons / White Sox jersey on.
Terry Fair.
You got Moss. See everybody next week.